On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, find out the warning signs of a stroke, learn about a program that teaches safety education to kids, and see how you can help keep O'Fallon sewer pipes flowing. Next on O'Fallon Matters. Welcome to this episode of O'Fallon Matters. Our first story features an employee of the City of O'Fallon who has achieved several honors in the field of volunteerism. Now let's meet this outstanding citizen.
The City of O'Fallon is one of the best places to live in America. We have fantastic city services and a great sense of community. But there is one individual who has spent the last 14 years making O'Fallon a better place to live, work, and play. Kathy Halstead, O'Fallon's Volunteer Services Manager, was recently named the 2014 Outstanding Volunteer Administrator by the National Association of Volunteer Programs in Local Government.
So this is a nationwide award. So Kathy was selected out of a pool of applicants from across the country for her tenacity, for her high ideals in regards to volunteer management, and for the work that she's accomplished here in the City of O'Fallon.
Over the years, Kathy helped build O'Fallon's volunteer services program with her superior leadership skills and her creative utilization of people, resources, and opportunities. In fact, the department averages around 2,500 volunteers a year. Today, Kathy has 2 employees who organize all of the volunteer support for the city departments and programs. Not only does Kathy inspire volunteers, she also inspires her peers.
Things that I've observed are just the way that she's learned from her past experiences in her job, and she's applied those in the way she interacts with her employees as well as the way she interacts with the volunteers. She tries to make everyone feel special and appreciated, and I think that everyone really respects and looks up to that.
She's a tireless advocate for her volunteers and for volunteer management in general, and just learned so much from watching and just from her mentorship and her taking the time out of her busy schedule to teach me the ways of volunteer management.
Kathy manages projects and programs that create a positive volunteer experience for thousands of willing volunteers throughout our community.
One of the reasons that I stay is not only for the people I volunteer with, but it's also Kathy. Kathy makes me feel very comfortable. If I didn't feel comfortable with the people running this program, then I wouldn't be in the program. So basically, I'm comfortable with the volunteers, we talk and we laugh, but if Kathy, that runs the program, wasn't who she was, I wouldn't be coming back then.
Kathy has accomplished so much over the years. She has received numerous awards, plus the love and admiration of all her volunteers. I think it's safe to say that she loves her job.
I am just thrilled with my job here because of the people that we get to work with. It's not only the citizens, but it's the staff, the elected officials, the administrators. We have 110 support because they realize the value of the volunteers, what they contribute to the city, and I think it makes it a great place to live, work, play, and volunteer. So I'm just excited to come in every day.
Next time you see Kathy Halstead around town, make sure you congratulate her on her latest accomplishments. And while you're at it, sign up to volunteer.
Think you can flush anything down a sewer system? Think again. Next on O'Fallon Matters, we check in with Dan Shearer to learn how you can help protect our city's wastewater treatment systems.
O'Fallon's Water and Sewer Department works hard every day to make sure our sewer lines and water pipes are working properly. But that doesn't mean it's safe to dispose of anything down your drains. Assistant Superintendent Dan Shearer is here on O'Fallon Matters to give us some tips to help keep our sewer lines safe and clear.
Disposable wipes. These are convenience items that everybody uses every day, but they don't disperse in the sanitary sewer line like the toilet paper does. Just to kind of show you what we're talking about, this is 2-ply toilet paper, was put in this bottle of water. We shook it up, and you can see how it dispersed, it broke down. This is a Clorox wipe, a woven wipe, that was put in the bottle same time this one, which was February, and I shake it up every day, and you can see that it is still in one piece. What happens is, over a period of time, these wipes will collect in the pipes and cause a backup, and this backup could back up into your basement, causing thousands of dollars of damage. So obviously we would like for the viewers out there to dispose of these properly, which is in the trash. Fats, oils, and grease should not be dumped down the kitchen sink. What happens is they coagulate with the phosphates in the soap and solidifies, and they also cause blockages in the sanitary sewer. These type of blockages can also cause damage in your home, and they also collect in our wet wells at the pump station. And it's a very time-consuming process because the guys have to go out there and clean this debris out and dispose of it. So, like I said, when you're in doubt, don't dump it down the drain. Put it in a coffee can and put it in the trash. Another topic I'd like to talk about today is, back in 2010-11, City of O'Fallon embarked on a total meter change-out program. Part of this program was to install little hockey puck looking type thing on the top of the meter pit lids. Now these stick up a little bit from the lid, and what we've been having happen on certain instances are people are hitting them with the lawnmowers and whatnot. So I just like to ask everybody to take care when they're mowing around their meter pit and try not to damage these devices. And in closing, I'd just like to ask the viewers to consider these items that I've talked about today. Each one of them can cause thousands of dollars damage within the system. We appreciate your cooperation. And if you ever have any questions, you can contact us here at the office, and we can share more information with you in detail.
Teaching the little ones to stay safe through fun and engaging activities is the goal of this long-standing community program.
Every summer, children from surrounding communities gather at Progress West Elementary School to learn their first important lessons in life. Under the guidance of O'Fallon police officers, certified teachers, and a group of dedicated teenage volunteers, kids are learning the foundation of safety education through fun, interactive simulations.
Safety Town has been going on now in the city of O'Fallon for 29 years. Next year will be our 30th year. It's been going on in this country since the 60s. Safety Town is a program for 4.5 to 6.5-year-old kids. We teach these children all the things that they need to know to start off in kindergarten and get going with life, and to stay safe in everything they do outside of school and outside in the real world.
Teachings that the kids learn in Safety Town are lessons they will use for the rest of their lives. And each safety tool learned helps the kids build confidence, plus an arsenal of safety awareness knowledge.
We teach the kids so many things here at Safety Town, a lot of common things as well as some extra things the parents won't teach them, such as gun safety, train track safety, fire safety, as well as
they learn how to drive on the right side of the road, how to cross the street. They learn plenty of songs to teach them many things, like how to ride a school bus. Most of them are just starting kindergarten.
Not only are the kids learning important lessons, but teenage volunteers are also learning a thing or two.
I just love the kids. They bring a whole new point of view to the world, and we were supposed to be teaching them, but they really teach us. They teach us patience, how to stay as a kid again, how to have fun without having to go out and do anything. We just be here, play on the playground, swinging. They just bring a whole new point of view to the world.
You can get a lot back from these kids. They're just really eager to learn, and so if you're just willing and enthusiastic and you just sing with them and you just help them, they're willing to learn.
One of the goals of Safety Town is to get kids together in a social environment with the goal of having fun with peers while learning.
A lot of these kids have never left their mom or dad's side. This is the first time they're getting a chance at 4.5 years old to be with other people. And the separation anxiety is huge sometimes, but these kids get out and they realize that there are other issues in this world than just what happens at home or in their backyard. And we teach them a lot of those things, and it allows them to mature and grow into, fine young kids.
Over the years, O'Fallon police officers Bill Dolan and Bob Schoonover have worked tirelessly to give kids the guidance they need to be successful participants in Safety Town.
We get so much out of this. It's a great summer program. Both of us are in the schools during the school year, and it allows us to continue to work with children in the summertime, and we really, really enjoy what we put in and get out of this program.
Don't forget that Safety Town helps build the foundation of safety education for future generations. And Safety Town fills up fast. So if you would like more information on Safety Town enrollment, you can go to www.ofallon.mo.us/PD.
It's time for a break. When we come back, we'll get some life-saving advice from the St. Charles County Ambulance District. Next, we'll check in with O'Fallon Street Crew to find out how they're working to fix O'Fallon streets while staying safe. Stay with us for O'Fallon Matters. Welcome back to O'Fallon Matters. The Records Division is an important part of our police department, handling statistical reporting, background checks, and more. Today, we're taking an inside look at how they support our police officers.
Our police department's primary goal is serving the O'Fallon community, and that's especially true of our Records Division. Often a citizen's first contact when entering or calling the police department. This division assists with reports, record checks, statistical reporting, and more. Their work in maintaining records is particularly vital in ensuring the integrity of our law enforcement efforts.
Hey, can you print me up a couple colored pictures on that, please?
The Records Division is consisted of civilian employees. Our main function is to process, maintain, and submit all of the crime reports for the police department. We also do things like criminal background checks, or if citizens need fingerprints for jobs or adoptions or things like that.
Besides serving our citizens and officers, the Record Division also supports law enforcement agencies beyond O'Fallon's borders.
We are the link between the police department and other governmental agencies that we use, the prosecuting attorney's office, our municipal court. We are the individuals who process the reports and get them from actually the patrol staff to these other agencies.
While all of our police divisions involve serving and assisting citizens, the Records Division handles a large percentage of civilian and officer needs alike.
Every day is unique. That's one of the exciting things about this position. We have customers that we deal with, the patrol staff. We also have a window where we assist the general public. We do things like background checks, fingerprints. Depending on how busy the day is, you know, the windows can be very busy. We receive numerous phone calls throughout the day, numerous requests to process reports. Every day is different.
Our Records Division is filled with professional staff members dedicated to the O'Fallon community. This division offers a variety of services, and you can find out more information about these services online or by calling 636-379-5678. From fingerprinting to local record checks, this division is ready to assist you.
Now on to something that's important to all of us. Detecting a stroke early can help save a loved one's life, but the symptoms aren't always clear. This next story will help you recognize those signs. Joe Meyer has more.
Knowing the warning signs and symptoms of stroke can increase your chances of survival. According to the Centers for Disease Control, stroke kills almost 130,000 Americans each year. That's 1 out of every 19 deaths. But patients who arrive at the emergency room within 3 hours of their first symptoms tend to have less disability 3 months after a stroke than those who receive delayed care. FAST is an easy way to remember the sudden signs of stroke.
FAST is an acronym that is utilized for patients to a quick memory method for them to recognize the signs and symptoms of stroke. And what FAST stands for is facial drooping, arms, speech, and time. Facial drooping, what you see with a lot of strokes is one side of the face, either the right or the left, sagging a bit. Also, on that same side, you'll have arm movement, that one-sided paralysis. Their speech will be slurred, which is the S in that FAST acronym. And finally, T is time. Time is of the utmost importance in a stroke situation. We want to get them to the hospital within that 4.5 window so that a medication called TPA can be administered and hopefully reverse the effects of that stroke.
A stroke is caused by interruption of blood flow to the cells in the brain that transmit information and allow you to function normally. When this happens, the brain cells begin to die almost immediately from a lack of oxygen and nutrients.
A lot of folks think there are just one type of stroke, that it's all a broad-based category and all strokes are the same. But actually there are 2 varieties of stroke. And the first category is ischemic strokes. Those comprise the vast majority of strokes that you hear about. But there is also a second category, and those are referred to as cerebral hemorrhages. They comprise a much smaller total volume of strokes, but they are also a totally separate type, and we do see those from time to time as well.
When you spot the signs of a stroke, you should immediately call 911.
It's important to give the ambulance district a call and allow our paramedics to come out and assess the situation, because you're not always sure exactly when those signs and symptoms started. It might have been 5 minutes ago, in which case you might have the opportunity to get them in the car, get them to the hospital within that 4.5 hour window. But if it happened some time ago, the situation may be a little different, and time really may be a very, very critical factor in that situation. In addition, the medics are going to be very well trained in how to diagnose and see what's going on in that situation, and could perhaps get you to a different facility if needed. All of the hospitals out here in our community are capable of treating stroke.
There are thousands of great resources out there that can help you get better educated on the signs and symptoms of stroke.
A couple great resources are the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, as well as here locally, our healthcare systems, BJC, SSM, Mercy. They have got some phenomenal resources available for patients who have suffered strokes in the past, as well as those who are just concerned about learning a little bit more and learning more about those warning signs and symptoms.
If you suspect someone around you is having a stroke, always remember to use the FAST test, because catching a stroke early can be the difference between life or death.
The O'Fallon Street Division wants you to be aware that summer street construction is in full swing. Find out what you can do to help keep them safe.
Summer is here and O'Fallon Street Department crews are out and about fixing damaged streets. And after this year's rugged winter, street crews have more repairs than ever. These hard-working street crews will be in our neighborhoods all summer long working on several ambitious projects.
Basically, our bigger projects are our capital improvement projects, which we like to call the CIP program. There is an in-house and also a portion we contract out. In-house, our goal is to replace 1,200 slabs. That's citywide, north, south, everything in the middle.
Don't be surprised if you have a city crew working on your street this summer. But don't worry, because our professional crews will make sure you know they're coming.
If we're going to be working in front of your house, we'll put a door hanger up. We try to give you at least 24-hour notice if you're going to be out of your driveway, or if you need to locate your sprinkler system for us so we don't damage that. It usually takes concrete about 5 days to cure after we get it poured. So just be patient with us if we're in front of your driveway or house, especially your driveway. We're out here every day trying to make streets better for you guys. So please work with us. We'll get it done so you can get back in your driveways.
Safety is always a concern for O'Fallon street crews. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, there were 37,476 injuries in work zones in 2010. This equates to one work zone injury every 14 minutes, or about 4 people injured every hour.
I just ask that you look for our signs, our road work ahead signs, men working. Maybe they might have got blown down overnight. But look for our guys. They've all got reflective vests on and orange type 2 safety shirts.
Safety is the key thing. Just drive slow, pay attention to all the work signs that we got out. Sometimes some of the lanes will be closed. Just be patient with us and please drive slow, and just safety is our #1 thing. We want to go home to our kids just like everybody else has their kids.
Getting a hold of O'Fallon Street Department is no problem. In fact, they encourage residents to report any issues.
If you do have a concern, whether it be a pothole, a joint failure, a crack in the slab, even stormwater concern, there's 3 ways you can get in touch with us. You can call the street department office at 636-379-3807 or 636-379-3808.
Or you can download O'Fallon's new mobile app and input your concern directly from your smartphone or tablet. So remember that the City of O'Fallon Street Department is working hard to keep O'Fallon's roads looking good all year around. And please drive safely around all work zones.
Thank you so much for watching our show. If you have a good story idea, let us know. You can email us at OFallonTV@o'fallon.mo.us. Please remember to give back to your community, because O'Fallon matters to all of us.